Guys, what's up? It is Doug, and welcome to another edition of Spooky Villages. Today, we're not talking about a building. We're talking about a big table accent kind of accessory piece here, a little bit of a DIY piece. We're talking about the Haunted Souls Graveyard. Here is the box, guys. Check this out. Now, this video is going to be a little bit different than normal because I'm going to get into this box here on camera, and let's go over to the Workbench to do that. All right, let's get into this. A little bit different type of a video here. So this is going to be, in general, as I start doing some kind of how-to stuff, this is the Workbench I do my spooky villaging stuff on, where I do my foam work and paint and all that on top of my toolbox here. So hopefully I can get all of this in here. I'll show you how this, how this goes together, I guess is what I'm trying to say here. Different type of box here that we've got. You got the little pieces that are right here. Yeah, it looks like different pieces in here. I'm going to wind up getting these off, and I will just unbox them off camera here in just a moment because you guys want to see that exactly. And I'll lay all the pieces out. You can see here how it's stored in here. All the little pieces of the graveyard. All like that. We've got the actual graveyard proper here. So here's all the pieces, guys. Check this out. Your main graveyard piece, a bunch of headstones here, which there are a good number of them. A tree, which is cool that they have just a tree here, which is nice because a lot of different trees, you can fit in the scene here. And then the two big pieces here, very weighty. These are high quality and feel. And man, these are like begging to get a little bit of weathering done to them here with like an oil wash or light oil wash, something like that. But anyways, you have some really nice heavy pieces right here. This is all you get, so I'm going to arrange it here. And as I'm putting this together here, you can kind of do whatever you want, obviously. There's not any complexity to this piece, but I really like this, like a DIY type of piece. And I think that's fun. I never had one of the old yards that Lemax used to do, or that the other companies, some different companies were doing different things with like those front yards. I've never had one of those, so this is kind of the closest thing I've had to it, and I really dig this. Now, what I plan to do with this eventually here, see, again, you can just lay the grays however you want. No lighting or anything here, but you just have the all these pieces right here. It's begging though to be to add something to actually light it. I think this looks very slick here though. I'll show you what it looks like right here. You can see in front of a background and on a Lemax platform. And you can see it fits nicely on the Lemax platforms that that they sell, and I think it looks very nice. It's a really nice table axe in here because you can do a bunch with it. Again, you could light it, you could put stuff on the fences if you want. You could do nothing and just sort of leave it as its own little, a detail in your village, because it does look really good how the grass and everything goes up on the fence there versus whenever you set the fence. And Lemax does make a bunch of like gate/fence, stuff to make your own graveyard, and but the difference is that just sits on top of a platform, unless you build your own, of course. But this actually looks like it has the overgrowth around it, and it actually looks coherent because of that, and I really like how that looks. And as I mentioned, some of the big pieces here are just begging to be weathered slightly, and I think that'll look very nice, and I really like it. Really happy Lemax released something like this. So that's the Haunted Souls Graveyard, guys. It's cool to have like a Lemax Spooky Town kit, which is really what that is, more than just a standard accessory and everything. And I like what you can do with it. And I'm looking forward to seeing what people do with theirs out there, because you can easily do some things to light it up or put different things in there. It's pretty cool. Really happy to have it. And as I mentioned whenever I was talking about it, I think my favorite thing about it is have that fence where it looks like the overgrowth is coming up on the fence there, so it really does look like it's enclosed. And I might even just use like the fenced in area portion of it for something that's not even a graveyard. I don't know. So just another tool to have in the old tool belt. Now, as a tease for next time, guys, well, I don't have a tease for next time. I think I'm done with the Lemax Spooky Town, the dedicated reviews for this year, because I pretty much talked about the buildings I want to talk about. But there is a brand, FG Square, and that brand, I'm actually looking forward to what some of the ones that they have this year. They are sold at Menards, so once my Menards gets them in stock, I hope to at least talk about one of the buildings. I'll probably do a video at the store as well. But outside of that, I'm looking forward to like doing a scene, building a scene video. That's coming up, and that's kind of what I'm going to be shooting at my workbench, kind of in the style I did today. I'll try and tweak it a little bit, but that's going to be the style coming up here. I'm excited to build a little scene and show that off. So I'm not sure what's coming next, but something is coming next, and it'll come fairly soon here. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to my Patreon subscribers. Just thank you guys as always, and I'll see you soon.